Hey guys, welcome to the very last live stream of the year. Yeah, just what, a few more days, and 2024 is gonna be in the rear mirror already. And if you were following me last December of 2023, I remember saying that my only New Year's resolution for 2024 was gonna be to do more live streams here on YouTube, and I did. I think I was successful. Honestly, I haven't counted how many live streams I did this year, but if I just think about, I'm almost positive I did more live streams than in 2023. So that's a good thing. I don't want to say that I'm new at live streams, but I'm not old or experienced either. So I guess kind of in the middle. But yeah, I was able to do more live streams this year, so that's a good thing. And also, that was the only New Year's resolution that I did. Usually, I don't do those, New Year's resolutions. I've done a few years ago, like getting in shape type of thing. Like, it was a 1 or 2 years that I did that, but I usually don't do a lot of those New Year's resolutions because sometimes I don't finish, and I don't like to quit. So sometimes I don't even start because I don't want to quit, so I don't start. Now for 2025, which is just in a few days, no, I don't have a New Year's resolution. Maybe more live streams on YouTube. I don't know. Hey, what about you? If you have a New Year's resolution for 2025, hey, let me know. Let me know if you do. And if you do, put them on the chat, and then just let you know that if you share with me any New Year's resolution, you are pretty much putting some accountability online. Not the best place, especially if you're a quitter, right? Not the best place. But anyway, yeah, if you have any New Year's resolution, yeah, for sure, just I need to plug the computer. Just share it with me in the comments. And I thought I had the computer plugged, but I guess I didn't. But I just got a little notification here that I needed to charge. So there you go. Now we're talking. We just started, and the thing was already dying on me because I forgot to charge it. Anyway, guys, so yeah, last live stream of the year, and what we're gonna be doing today, we're gonna be talking about some of the movies that I got to see this year, which I don't know yet. I'm gonna find out in a few days. I don't know yet how many movies I watched in theaters in 2024. Usually what I do every January 1st or sometimes January 2nd, I count all of my movie tickets of that year. I count them all. I separate them by month, and then I count each movie for that month, and then I do the math to find out how many movies I watch in theaters. I've been doing that for about a few years, 4 or 5 years. I usually do a video, and if you go on my playlist here on YouTube, go on their videos, go on the playlist. I think that playlist is titled "I'm a Movie Goer." So I think I got like 4 or 5 annual videos, and as far as I remember, I think usually I watch over 100 movies in theaters per year. I think that's the default number. I don't know about this year yet. I'm gonna find out, but it better be, man. It better be more than 100. Oh, it doesn't have to be more than 100. But when I watch more than 100, I feel like I succeeded. I don't even know why, because I'm competing with nobody. But I don't know. That's just me. We got our first comment. What's up, Playa? Sliding through while I'm at work. Yes, Blacktastic. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. And yeah, I remember you told me you were gonna be at work, man. Hey, you're gonna make those monies, bro, for the theater to watch movies. But yeah, thank you for being here, bro. I know you're always with me live, and when you're not live with me, you are with me through the live chat. So I appreciate it, brother, and happy 2025. We got more live streams, fantastic. So you know, I'm gonna be inviting you, bro. Thank you for being here. Yeah, guys. So what I was gonna do, what I am gonna do is go over the top 5 movies. In years prior, I've been going like my top 10 best movies of the year and the top 10 worst movies of the year, right? So for this year, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do something different. Instead of spending more time with 10 movies, I'm gonna make it more difficult, like for myself, and only choose 5. Like top 5. And I added a few other categories. For instance, today we're gonna be doing the top 5 best movies, top 5 worst movies, and then also the top 5 guilty pleasures. That idea wasn't mine. The guilty pleasure idea was an idea of Rashad G reviews, and so Rashad, if it happens that you're watching this later, thank you for that idea. I like it. So that's another category. And then another category that we're going to be talking about is going to be the top 5 meh movies. Okay, MEH. Yeah, I can spell. The top 5 meh movies. Meh doesn't necessarily mean like bad, but perhaps movies that had more potential. Or at least that's how I'm gonna be addressing that category. Did you see that, Mike? Yo, bro, sorry I can't join you for this, but I look forward to your list. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I know. With you, Mike. I know it's hard because of the time zone. You're in the future, bro. You're in the UK, and I know it's tricky. And sometimes the only time I can do live streams is like around this time. And I think you're like 5 years. I think you're like 5 hours ahead. I want to say, I think you're 5 hours ahead of me. So it's kind of tricky. And then when you invite me over to yours, it's also the same thing. But I know you've been here before, and yeah, thank you for being here today. I've been feeling really ill. Been housebound for the past 3 days. Hopefully, I'll be on the mend soon. Oh, dude, sorry to hear that. I hope you get well. I mean, I don't know what you have, but hopefully it's nothing like serious. Maybe like a cold or something. Whatever you have, bro, I hope you get well. And I don't know. I mean, maybe you already checked with your doctor. I don't know. It depends, right? It depends how you're feeling. But hopefully, I'm hoping that it's nothing serious. And I hope that you get well soon. Currently, it is 10:10 p.m. Yeah. So right here is 5:11. Yeah. So we are 10 hours, 5 hours apart, bro. Yeah. And I know it's tricky. I remember I did a live stream with one of my buddies from Belarus, just outside Russia, and he is 7 hours apart from me. So that was even. So we done it only one time, because 7 hours is 7 hours difference is like pretty significant, Okay, we got another comment. Wells, excited to hear the list. This is Wells. Yep. Yeah, Wells. Thank you. Yeah, I know who you are, bro. I mean, we haven't met yet, but I know who you are. I know you're traveling. I think you went to South Africa, or South Africa. I can't remember, but I remember it was somewhere in the African continent. I don't know if you're back or not, but thank you for being here. If you're still over there, let me know what's your time zone. I don't know if you're back. California, right? I want to say California. But I don't know if you're back in the States or you're still in I want to say South Africa, but if it's not South Africa, let me know. Mike says, at least bro, Malignant. Okay. For those of you new here, Mike and I, we had this running joke about Malignant. I love Malignant. That movie came out, I want to say 2019. I want to say 2019. I was very hesitant to watching Malignant because I was like, it looks bad. So I went and I love that movie, Malignant. I was a little hesitant because it looked, by the trailer, it looked very generic. And then I went to see it anyway, and boom, it's a masterpiece, Mike. It's a masterpiece, Malignant. Malignant. I ended up loving Malignant a lot. I even have a poster over there. That one right there is the alien Romulus. Okay, that one, and then Malignant is on the other side. Let me see if you can see it. It has the same colors, like black and red, just like alien Romulus. Oh, where is it? Right there. And Malignant, right there. And it's framed, bro. I mean, I don't frame any poster. I mean, I don't buy posters unless I love that movie, and then I frame it. But yeah. So anyway, guys. So yeah, Mike and I, he dislikes. I don't know if he hates Malignant. No, he dislikes. I know he dislikes Malignant a lot. I don't know if he dislikes Malignant more than Natalie Portman, but or maybe it's equal. I don't know, Mike. You let me know. But yeah, Malignant is not gonna be in my top 10. It wasn't in 2019, whatever year. It was in my top 10 as one of my favorite movies that year. So yeah, Malignant is awesome. But yeah, we were joking around with that Malignant comment. Okay, Mike, you have a New Year resolution. All right, I will rewatch. Nice, bro. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, you're gonna rewatch it, bro, and you're gonna like it. So you're welcome. Thank me next year, okay? Thank me next year. But yeah, so so I don't know if I have. Yeah, I was saying I don't have New Year's resolution. If I do, I don't want to say more YouTube live streams because that's what I just did this year. But I'm liking these things. Maybe if I can do more, like having like at least one every month, that will be like 12. But I don't know if it's doable. I'm gonna try. The thing is, like, all depends. And then I got a full-time job, and then I have 2 part-time jobs. I left my 3rd part-time job. I left this past November. And then after that, I had like gigs at the gym really early. It's only like an hour, but still. So, you know, like sometimes doing a live stream, I need more hours in my day. But so now that I left one of my part-time jobs, maybe I can squeeze, you know, another live stream. But we'll see. But yeah, these are a lot of fun. The live streams. I'm really and Mike from Did You See That? He's an expert. He's done a lot of those live streams, like a lot. What else? Okay. You're back in Mass. Okay, South Africa, and I'm going to watch a complete. Oh, cool, man. Cool. About that movie, I'm still debating if I'm gonna see it. Usually, I judge, and I shouldn't, but I do. I judge the movies by the trailers. And I shouldn't do that because, like I was saying earlier, the trailer for Malignant, I was like, man, that looks generic. And then I ended up loving that movie. And I'm glad I watched it, even though I didn't like the trailer. So I'm not going to say that I dislike the trailer for Complete Unknown. It just didn't grab me. But I might watch it. I mean, for biopics, I'm not really into biopics. I mean, it all depends. And Bob Dylan, I'm not very familiar with his music. I'm more familiar with Jacob Dylan, who is his son. You know, he was, I don't think they are together. He was the lead singer of the Wallflowers back in the mid-90s. And I know about Bob Dylan because of Jacob Dylan. But maybe I'll check it out. Complete Unknown. Now, I know next year we're getting the Michael Jackson biopic, and that definitely definitely I'm gonna watch it. I mean that because I think everybody knows Michael Jackson. Uh, and another biopic that I would love to see if they ever make it, it would be a Kurt Cobain. If they do a Kurt Cobain a biopic, I would definitely get my ticket. Yeah, that's for sure. And good to have you back in Mass. So yeah, enjoy Complete Unknown. I know you don't post on your YouTube channel about movies that you watch, but if you're on Letterboxd, let me know, and maybe you have Letterboxd already. I don't know, but sometimes on Letterboxd, I like to log my movies, and then if I don't do a quick video, I just type like 3 or 4 lines on Letterboxd about the movie. But it's kind of quick to do it. Mike, I watch Malignant any day over over Natalie Portman movies except Star Wars prequel trilogy. All right, yeah. You know what, Mike? I haven't asked you what's wrong with Natalie Portman. I guess it's one of those things like you just don't like a celebrity just because. And for instance, the one that I don't like, and I don't even know why. Well, I think like Zendaya, that's an example. Okay, Zendaya, I'm gonna say it right now. Zendaya, I don't like her. I don't know if I that's the right word. I don't like her. I guess that's the word. I mean, she has done anything to me. She hasn't done anything to me. It's just like I don't know. Like I think, first of all, I think this is an opinion, and this is my opinion. I think she's way overrated everywhere. The way she looks, the way she performs, she's overrated in general. That's my take, and whatever. But so a lot of her movies, I don't watch. Other than Dune, I watched Dune because, she was in it, but I didn't watch it for her. And that movie that she did about the tennis, what was the name of it? Which it was shot over here by where I live, by the way. What was the name of that movie? Well, it came out in March. I forgot the name of it, but anyway. So I guess yeah, you don't like Natalie Portman. Yeah, okay, I don't like Zendaya. So I guess we're even. Let me see. Mike says, bro, you have so many jobs. I definitely want to collab with you more next year. Yeah, bro. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. You're always welcome. I think we did the Kill Bill live stream, just you and I think you were in another one, no? With me. I want to say you were, and if unless I'm getting confused, and I was in your channel, maybe that was the case. I'm trying to remember. I got those little many jobs. Too many kids, bro. I got too many kids. I need to get rid of some. Oh yeah, Challengers. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, that's the movie Challengers. That's the Zendaya movie. For Challengers, I bet you were down where they were shooting every day holding a sign. Yeah, right. Somebody told me this last night. Now that we're talking about holding signs or whatever. Well, not holding signs, but about being where they're shooting a movie. Somebody told me that they're shooting a movie right here again, where Zendaya is gonna be in. And I think that person who told me, I think she was mistaken, because she was telling me it's like the new Christopher Nolan movie, and I was like, I don't know. As far as I know, they're not shooting the Odyssey already. I could be wrong. So maybe it's a different movie, but yeah, I heard that Zendaya is in a movie right now in this area. No, I'm not gonna be there, Mike. But oh yeah, apparently it's a Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, but I think that person was getting the names mixed up or something, because as far as I know, Robert Pattinson is not doing a movie. I know he's gonna be in the movie in a few months. um, Mickey 17, Mickey 19, something like, or Mikey 17, something like that. But I mean, that movie is already shot, but apparently it's another movie that is shooting right now. But I don't know who's in it. If you guys know, let me know. But apparently it's been shot around here, like in the Boston area. All right, so yeah, guys. So the way I want to start with the worst, and then we're gonna move. Worst. First, we need to get rid of the bad stuff, right? So the worst movies, and then we're gonna move to the guilty pleasures, okay? Because to a point, those are kind of bad a little bit. And then from there, we're gonna move to the meh movies, top 5 meh movies that had a theatrical release. And for those meh movies, they are not necessarily bad, okay? And then from there, we're gonna finish up with the best movies of the year, according to me. So top 5, on number 5, or on the 5th place, I have, and I'm gonna be marking off this so I don't get confused. I have the movie Night Bitch. Okay, let me scratch it off. Okay, it's a movie. It came out like a few weeks ago. I watched it last week. It's with Amy Adams. I remember I saw the poster. I mean, I'm not gonna be reviewing movies or anything, but I'm just gonna say a little bit of the movie. I remember seeing the poster, and I was like, what is this? Okay, so I'm like, all right. So then I googled the trailer, and I was watching, and I was like, okay. I'm like, is this scary? Is it a comedy? And anyway, it's supposed to be a comedy. It didn't make me laugh, and I know comedy is subjective, so okay, I'll give it that. But I didn't think the movie was funny. Only one, I think I laughed just like one time. And I don't know, maybe I just didn't like the movie, and I don't know, because they didn't explain why she was going through that. Like maybe I was expecting a rational explanation why she was turning into a dog at nighttime. I mean, I don't know how it just happened. Like, I don't know, and I just didn't like it. And I was in the theater, and then by the beginning of the third act, I was already checked out. So yeah, Night Bitch is my number 5 for the top 5 worst movies with a theatrical release. Now my second movie, number 4. Okay, number 4. We're going from 5 to 1. Number 4, I have a movie that it looks really pretty, and I'm a dude. So that means I'm a visual. Okay, I'm a man. I'm visual. Right? So I get conquered through the eyes and then through the stomach. It's a movie that it looks really good, just like the first movie. So yeah, this movie is a sequel. And I remember seeing the trailer, and once I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh man, it was good." And then they announced, "Oh, it's gonna be a musical." And I was like, "What?" And then they were like, "No, it's not gonna be a musical, but it's gonna have some musical aspects." And I'm like, "All right, whatever, I'll give it a shot." Because by the way, I don't watch musicals. So I'm talking about Joker 2. I watched it, and to me, it's not a musical. I'm gonna tell you why, but it definitely has the musical aspects, or not music aspects. Okay, and maybe it's just semantics, but to me, a musical or a pure musical, you're gonna have a little bit of the story going on, and then out of the blue, an actor and the other actor or whatever, they're gonna start singing, and they're gonna be going back and forth, conversing, right? Having a conversation back and forth, all through singing and dancing. And usually, the songs where they are communicated from each other is part of the story. It has to do with the story it's about. So you better pay attention to those lyrics because it's part of the message, right? You don't want to miss that. And this one, Joker 2, is not that. And maybe probably that's why I didn't mind that much the musical aspects or the musical scenes in Joker 2. But the movie looks great, like I said. But I saw it one time, and then that was it. I remember saying in my video that most likely I wasn't gonna watch it again, and I haven't. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. The first one, I've seen it more than once. I saw it a few times in theaters, and I have the Blu-ray and digital copy of Joker. But this one, Joker 2, I'm not gonna buy it because why should I buy it if I have no intentions in watching it again? So yeah, that's my number 4 of my top 5. All right, number 3. Okay, for the worst movies, I have what I'm gonna say one of the biggest. Yeah, I guess I could say one of the biggest movies of 2024 up until March. Okay, because this movie came out in March, and this is a movie that a lot of people have tons of nostalgia. I don't. Even though I grew up at the time when these movies or this franchise was so popular, I don't know why I never got into it. As a matter of fact, guys, you're not gonna believe. Well, maybe you will. I don't know. I haven't seen from beginning to end any of these movies, the ones from the 80s. So this is one. This is the one I'm talking about. Came out in March 2024, and this is. I didn't like it as much. I liked the first one better. I'm talking about Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. All right, that one I have it on my number 3. That movie has a good beginning. I remember I was sitting in the theater when the movie started, and I was getting into it. It has a nice opening with action and everything, and then by the end of the first act, I don't know. For me, things started to slow down, and I just didn't like the direction that movie went. And so, yeah, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. All right, that's on my 3rd one. Now, for the number 2, we're almost at number 1. For number 2, we have a movie. I even got a T-shirt of that movie. Okay, this one came out, I want to say, early January 2024. I want to say it was early January, and I had the T-shirt, and then I got rid of it because I think during the spring we did a little bit of a spring cleaning or whatever you want to call it, and I donated. I have a lot of T-shirts. I have an issue. I have a lot. I'm talking like hundreds or like graphic T-shirts. I got like 100 over. No, not 100, hundreds. So I got rid of a box. I donated. So I grabbed that shirt. Okay, a shirt of that movie that I'm gonna tell you right now. And I was excited for this movie. I forget the name of the director, but the director, he's cool. I like his style. So I was like, okay, this what's his name? I think his name is Vaughn. He's not Vince Vaughn, or he's Vaughn. Anyway, I can't remember his first name. I was like, okay, I'm gonna. He's a good director, so I think I'm gonna like it. And then Henry Cavill is in the movie. I'm like, yeah, I like Henry Cavill. He's my Superman. And no, the movie ended up being not good. I saw it only one time. I'm talking about Argyle, the one with the cat. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That movie, it had I don't know. I guess the execution wasn't as good, but which is weird because, like I said, I like that director, Matthew. I think it's Matthew Vaughn. I think. Don't quote me, but definitely it's Vaughn. His last name. I want to say Matthew Vaughn. I mean, I don't know what happened. I guess he just had a bad day that day, working or something. But yeah, and I believe if I remember correctly, I think that movie didn't do well financially. I think that movie flopped. Argyle. So yeah, so I had that T-shirt, right? So it was black, and it had one of the logos of the movie that you see in the movie. One of the logos for that, and then on the back, it had the cat inside of a backpack, and that backpack is in the movie. It has it's one of those backpacks where you put cats. It has like a bubble, like a see-through bubble. The way the cat can see outside. So that backpack is in the movie. So yeah, so the back of that shirt, it had the cat inside the backpack, and it said Algario and everything. So the T-shirt was kind of cool actually. But because I didn't like the movie, I got rid of the shirt. Anyway, okay. So my next one, which is number one, and this is where you wanna be, I guess. Number one. So my number one worst movie of the year that had a theatrical release, it was, I'm going to tell you the name of it, and then I'm going to give you a disclaimer, okay? It was Madame Web, okay? So Madame Web, it gained the first place. Now, here's my disclaimer. My disclaimer is that I've seen that movie only one time. Okay, I saw it in theaters when it came out, and I remember when I did my little quick reaction video, I said that I was entertained with the movie because I was entertained, and I remember saying that just because I was entertained, that doesn't mean that the movie's good. Because the movie's bad. I think most people agrees. But at the same time, I was entertained. But now I haven't seen it again, and who knows if I watch it again for the second time, maybe my opinion is gonna change. I don't know, but I am in no rush to watch it. I know it's on Netflix. I think last time I heard it was on Netflix, so probably still there. And so yeah, that was my number one worst movie of 2024 with a theatrical release. Now, I started backwards. Because I put my notes. I put an honorable mentions at the bottom. I should have put them at the top, right? But my bad. So I only got two honorable mentions regarding the top worst. They didn't make it on the list, but I didn't like them. Two of them, I didn't want to put more. That's it. There's no more honorable mentions in the other categories. And honorable mentions, I have Conclave. I think it's Conclave. That's how you say Conclave? About the Pope with Ray Finn, I believe. Really cool color palette in some of the scenes, some of the shots, because there's a bunch of like Catholic cardinals, so they wear those gowns or robes, and they did really cool shots with those reddish or maroon wine color. I think it's wine color. So there were some nice shots and everything, but I didn't like the twist. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. If you saw the movie, maybe you know what I'm talking about. I didn't like the twist of that movie. Everything was fine until the twist. So that's why I didn't like it. But it didn't matter on my list of worst movies, only as an honorable mention. And the other one, which also has an honorable mention as one of the worst movies with theatrical release of the year, The Crow. The Crow. Man, that movie's cursed. I don't encourage remakes, but they don't bother me either. If there's a reboot of a movie, usually I go and watch it. I mean, why not? I mean, let's watch like a different say movie from a different, maybe a different take, right? Or with more actual or more recent take, especially like with technology. If it's a movie like from the 80s and then they remake it, in 2024, 2026 or whatever, it's gonna have a different spin, like in the story or whatever. But The Crow, I was hesitant to go and watch it because I mean, I'm a fan of Bruce Lee. If you know me or if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm a fan of Bruce Lee. And Brandon Lee, as you may know, he died on set. Okay, when he was making The Crow. It wasn't the same case like Paul Walker, right? Like he also died during the time that they were filming the movie, but he didn't die on set. Like he was off the clock, if you know what I mean, right? Brandon Lee, on the other hand, he was on set. He was shooting the movie when he got the accident and he died on his way to the hospital. He died on the ambulance. So when I heard about, they're remaking The Crow, I was like, oh man, why? And we've been hearing about this movie, The Crow, like 4 or 5 times, because they were trying to reboot this movie for years with different actors, at least 5 different actors. Jason Momoa was one of them, and then what's the other guy's name? With blue eyes. It's a lot of them with blue eyes. He was in The Hangover. You know his name, and I know his name too. I just can't remember his name. So that's 2, and then there were like at least 3 more. There were like about 5 or 6 different actors that they were trying to do The Crow reboot, and always something happened. Directors were quitting, or the actors were quitting, or there was always something, until now, 2024, that they were like, okay, this time is for real. This time The Crow is gonna be on the big screen. And I was like, oh man, should I go? And I watched the trailer. I'm like, maybe. So I went to see it, and but I gotta admit, there is a chasing scene in The Crow, and that was legit. I really enjoyed that scene, the chasing. But other than that, man, it was a letdown. The Crow. I didn't buy the chemistry. It was rushed. The love relationship between The Crow and what was the name of the girl? I forgot the name of the girl. It was too rushed. It didn't feel organic to me, because they pretty much fell in love like in a few days. And I'm not kidding. So I didn't like the movie. So that's why I gave it an honorable mention. If you guys have any movie that you didn't like of 2024, let me know in the comments that you top 5, if you have that many, or maybe you have more. So just to recap, my top 5 worst movies of 2024 that came out in theaters. In 5th place, I have Night Bitch, Joker 2, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, Argyle, and Madame Web. Yeah, maybe. So that's it. Oh yeah, with the honorable mentions, The Crow and Complete. Okay, now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the top. Top guilty pleasures. Okay. Now, guilty pleasures. Well, you know what that means, right? A movie that it's not as. It could be. It not only could be better, but it has some issues, but you still like it for some reason. You were entertained. And I would say not only entertained, but entertained to the point that you were like, you know what, I kind of like that movie. I mean, I don't rate movies, but if I were to rate a movie between 1 and 5, a guilty pleasure is something like between 2.5 and 3, kind of. So here's my on my 5th place, I have the movie, uh, Twisters. Twisters. Guilty pleasure to me for me that was I was entertained. I gotta say I only saw it one time in theaters. I meant to go back again, but then uh, something happened that I had to give preference to other movies that came out around the same time. And I only have so many so many hours that I can watch movies in theater. So I remember watching all the movies after I watched Twisters. So that's a guilty pleasure. I liked it. I enjoy it. Um, it has a new spin. Um I have no idea why they call it Twisters and use the same font as the original Twister if the movie is not related to the sequel, to the prequel. They make no reference to the previous actors or the previous story. The only reference that you see, and it's more of an Easter egg because I don't think they address it. It's like they use the same device that has all those little, not balloons, but the little spheres that fly. The Dorothy, I think they were called Dorothy 1 and 2 or something like that. Those are the same devices that they use in the first movie, and that's it. That's the only connection between these two movies. That device that they never addressed. So I guess they just used the same font and just added the S for Twisters as a way of marketing. That's my take. All right, so Twisters is my guilty pleasure. Now, number 4, I have another movie. This one, I think I saw it twice. I think I saw it by myself, and then the second time I brought my kids, and they liked it, especially Jean Claude. He liked it. He was really into the fighting scenes, and I'm talking about Godzilla versus Kong, the New Empire. That movie. Did you see that one? Did you see it in theaters? Let me know in the comments. That movie, it has some good moments, like especially like the action. Story is always movies about kaiju's. The story is always gonna be the weakest aspect, unless it's Godzilla minus one. If we're talking about Godzilla minus one, we know that the story is kind of top notch. Other than that, most movies about monsters and kaiju's, usually the story is kind of weak, And this one, Godzilla versus Kong, the New Empire, is not the exception. So that's number 4. Now we're moving. Number 3, and this one I just realized is gonna match because this is the 3rd installment in the franchise, so it's gonna match 3 and 3. I didn't plan it, but I guess it worked out. I guess it was meant to be. I have Venom 3. That one, I saw it one time. I meant to watch it again, and I didn't have the time. So I watched it with my kids. They liked it. And I liked it too, but yeah, it definitely has some issues there. At the time, I said that I enjoyed it more than Venom 2, and that was true when I said it. And right now, I don't know because I need to rewatch Venom 3, and I haven't watched Venom 2 in a while. I just remember being excited for Venom 2 and then feeling a little bit disappointing when I watched it the first time. But Venom as a franchise, they got 3 installments now. Overall, like when you put them together, I think they're decent. I like the first one. I think the first one is the best one. I don't know what you think. Let me know. But now I guess that's it. I mean, as far as we know, Tom Hardy, he's done playing Eddie. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that franchise. I'm sure they're gonna continue somehow because that movie, all of those three movies have been profitable. Um, so are they gonna recast somebody to play Eddie Brooke, or are they just gonna come up with a different character who's gonna take the symbiote of Venom? I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm thinking they're gonna continue. Now I know like the Sony universe apparently is done with Craven the Hunter, but those movies make money somehow. So I'm sure Sony's gonna do something. Maybe they will start a different. I don't know what they're gonna do. I can only guess. But yeah, Venom 3 is in my top 3 guilty pleasure. I'm gonna comment right here. Blacktastic. I seen Godzilla versus Kong 3 times in theaters. Yeah, brother, I'm telling you. Yeah, I only watched it. I watched it twice. Yeah, 3 times, bro. Dude, that means you you really loved it. I wonder. Let me know, Blacktastic. If I wonder if you will put that one on your best movies of the year or guilty pleasures or meh. Definitely not on the worst because you've seen it 3 times. If you saw it 3 times in theaters, bro, that means you really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it too. But I didn't get to see it 3 times. But I got the Godzilla versus Kong plastic cups, by the way. And my kids like those things. Anyway, so we're gonna move to my number 2 as the guilty pleasure. My disclaimer for this movie, the one I'm gonna tell you right now, is also a movie that I only got to see 1 time in theaters, and that's it. I haven't seen it again. It didn't last in theaters. I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was it was on streaming really quick, bro. Really quick, really soon. I want to say maybe a month or so. It was like really, I was like, what? And I believe it was one of the biggest flop up to that point of the year. So for a little while, it had like the first spot as one of the biggest flop of that movie studio. Again, the movie I saw it once, and I was entertained. But it's not. That's why I have it in a guilty pleasure. But I don't know how I'm gonna feel once I watch it again. And the movie that I'm talking about is Borderlands. All right, Borderlands, based on a video game that I have never played. Okay, so I got no connection with any of the characters. The only connection that I had with Borderlands is that I have seen the video games on TV, like like when you go to the PlayStation store and you're scrolling on the store, right? You see games, right? I remember seeing Borderlands there. That was part of the only connection that I had with Borderlands. Also, I did retail for like almost 10 years up until November. We had a lot of merch of Borderlands, not recently, but in prior years, especially in prior years, it was even more popular. So I remember seeing like hats, like the with the flat caps or whatever, hats, t-shirts of Borderlands, with the guy doing this thing or whatever. I have a t-shirt that it has, I liked it because even though I wasn't familiar with Borderlands, I was familiar with Breaking Bad. And this t-shirt, it has Dr. White doing this in the same position as the guy from Borderlands. And he says, what did I say? Methlands? Something with meth. I don't know how appropriate. It's funny. Man, I wish I was telling you at the beginning, I had hundreds of t-shirts. I wish if I could remember where I have it, because I would like to show it to you because it's kind of funny. And I bought that shirt because of Dr. White, Heisenberg doing the thing, and then you have like meth around. Anyway, so yeah, Borderlands. Maybe I watch it again. Now, that one I watched it by myself. My kids didn't see it. I was gonna take them to see it, even though they have no relationship with Borderlands as well. But then, by the time I wanted to bring them to the theater, the movie was gone. And I know it's on streaming, but it's hard for me to watch movies at home. Too many distractions. Okay, so number one. But here we have another comment. Definitely a guilty pleasure. Okay, yeah. Godzilla versus Kong. I went with 3 different people or 3. Oh, okay. Yeah. I wonder if your friends liked it, or maybe all 3 liked it, or maybe just 1 liked it. I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a fun movie. It's definitely a guilty pleasure. I think that's Godzilla versus Kong, the New Empire. I was laughing in that movie the first time, especially when Kong grabs the little ape, the baby ape, starts swinging it with him and hitting the other one. I was cracking up, dude. I was laughing the first time I saw that one, and I saw it on IMAX, dude. It was awesome. All right, for number 1, of a top guilty pleasure, I have a movie that it came out recently. I've seen it 1 time. I want to see it again. Okay, it's still in theaters right now as we speak. I hope I can find the time to see it, because I would like to watch it again. Now, I know movies are subjective, right? That's reality. But up until the movie came out recently, and then people on the internet, they were saying, "Oh, no, that movie is worse than Madame Web. It's worse than Morbius. It's worse than this, worse than that." I'm like, okay, the movie is not good. I was entertained. I kind of liked it. I definitely see the issues that the movie has, so that's why I have it on guilty pleasures. In my opinion, I wouldn't put it in the same or in the same category as Madame Web, or worse than Madame Web. I'm talking about Kraven the Hunter. So what I'm thinking is, like, sometimes people, like, it's kind of cool or it's trending to hate on something, because everybody hates something. Then I gotta hate it too. So they kind of just jump in the same wagon. I don't know if that's the case, but sometimes I think that maybe that's kind of. Now, Kraven is not a good movie. I gotta say that, but I kind of liked it. I mean, I want to see how I feel after watching it again, because I've seen it only 1 time. Kraven the Hunter definitely has good action, but yeah, it has some issues like conveniences and stuff like that in the story. Like, for instance, I like flashbacks, and I know, like, flashbacks, they use flashbacks to give exposition, right? And I remember in the flashback in the first act, I was like, oh man, this flashback is kind of long. Yeah, there's a flashback, and yeah, there is exposition. They're telling you about the story about Kraven when he was younger, but it took a good chunk of the first act. I don't know how many minutes, probably at least over 5 minutes. And flashbacks are not that long. Definitely more longer than 5 minutes. But so yeah, it has some stuff like that kind of made me scratch my head a little bit. Okay, so here we go. My top 5 guilty pleasures of 2024. Number 5, I got Twisters. Number 4, I got Godzilla versus Kong, the New Empire. Number 3, Venom 3. Number 2, Borderlands. And number 1, Kraven the Hunter, which is closing or ending the Sony verse, or Sony Marvel verse, I guess. I don't know. For now, we'll see what happens later, because I mean, Sony, I'll tell you what, Sony is keeping those copyrights of Craven, Madame Web, Morbius, and whatever superhero that they own, starting with Spider-Man. So they gotta keep making movies, or they are gonna lose those copyrights. But they are not gonna lose those copyrights. So that means that they're gonna make more movies. How, when, or what they're gonna do, we don't know yet. But I'm sure we're gonna find out, because believe me, once they announce it, it's gonna be all over social media with the news. The third and last time I seen it was in Texas. Myself and Stephanie. Oh, okay. Went to see it in between filming. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, nice, dude. So you got to see a movie in Texas. I wonder if that's your first movie in Texas in theaters. That's cool, bro. Because if I go to a different state, sometimes I like to watch a movie in the theater. That way I can say, oh, I watched a movie in the theater over there. I haven't seen movies in theaters in many states. I have I wouldn't say a few. I got several. Okay. And the one that I went a few times was in Hawaii. That was the best one, dude, because Hawaii is something else. Texas, I used to live in Texas, so I went to the movies a lot of times in Texas. So yeah, okay. So it was between the filming of The Lookout. Nice. Hey, dude, I'm waiting. I know you're dropping. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I know you're dropping your trailer for the upcoming movie. You're gonna be dropping soon. So looking forward to watch it, brother. So yeah, I know you were in Texas, so that's cool. And Stephanie, she's from her YouTube channel. Yes, yeah. Got you. Cool, man. I'm glad that you watch it. So you watch it 2 times in Cali and 1 in Texas, right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now we're gonna move to the top meh. The movie was meh, and like I was saying earlier, to me, meh is not necessarily bad. It's just a movie that had more potential. And perhaps a movie that you kind of like, but you're like, oh man, I wish this movie were better. I wish this movie had done something different, or this movie had a different director, or something that would make the movie better, or more likable, or more enjoyable, according to your taste. Okay, so here are my top 5. In number 5, I have a movie that came out, I want to say late March, maybe early April. A movie that not many people knew about it. We also seen Monkey Man. Oh, cool, dude. So you watched 2. Nice. Monkey Man was also okay. Nice, brother. Yeah. I wonder, you didn't go the same day, did you? Right, maybe you did. Like a double feature. So yeah. So this movie, I think it came out late March, early April. I was kind of excited, okay, because I saw that trailer. I'm like, oh, dude, this is what I like, because he had like martial arts and action, and I was like, oh. And then in the movie, one of the actors is Yayan Ruyan, okay. He's from what's the name of that country? From Jakarta. Jakarta is the capital. It's like Southeast Asia. I can't remember. I know the name of the country. Like I said, Jakarta is the capital. But anyway, they're the makers from The Raid. And if you like actions, I'm sure you must know what I'm talking about. The movie The Raid and The Raid 2. Indonesia, there you go. Indonesia is the name of the country. So Yayan Ruyan, he's from Indonesia, and he's in this movie, and he was Mad Dog in the movie The Raid. Right? So Yayan Ruyan is in this movie, and I was like, oh, nice. Yayan Ruyan is in the movie. It's gonna be good action, and yeah, the action was good. But I wish just the movie were better. I wish the movie had more marketing also. I'm talking about the movie is Boy Kills World with Bill Skarsgård. He's like the main character. and Yayan Ruyan is like his mentor or trainer, you know. And so this movie, I think, I don't know if they shot it in South Africa, but one of the actors, I'm bad with names. He was in the movie District 9. He was the main character in District 9, a movie shot in South Africa, by the way. I know his name, I just can't remember his name right now. But anyway, so he's in that movie. Jayan Ruyan is in that movie. Bill Skarsgård is in that movie. I forgot who else. But I enjoyed the movie and everything. And I even said when I saw that movie, I was walking out of the theater. I remember saying this: there's a character who is a woman, okay, and she is badass, man. Her character, she wears a motorcycle helmet, and I remember saying, if Hot Toys or any other 1/6 scale party makes one of those figures of that girl from that movie, Boy Kills World, I'm like, if they make a figurine of her, I'm gonna buy it, bro. I'm gonna buy that. Yeah, I just wish that movie, had done better. So I have it in my top May. Yeah, even though it was enjoyable though, but still, I know it had more potential. Okay, we got another comment right here. He says, yep, the trailer. Okay, yeah. So the trailer drops tomorrow, midnight Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, guys. And guys, everybody watching either now live or watching later after the fact, check out Blacktastic and just Google. No, Google. Well, yeah, go on YouTube's on the search bar, type Blacktastic Media. He's gonna pop up. Check out his channel, and he's gonna be dropping tomorrow the trailer. All right, of his upcoming new movie, which, if I remember correctly, Blacktastic, correct me if I'm wrong. 2025, you're gonna be dropping 2 movies, right? One of them is Scary Movie, I think, right? You're gonna end the trilogy, and then the other one. So 2 movies, right, for 2025. All right. So Boy Kills Girl, Boy Kills World. Okay, number 4, a movie. I was excited. A movie that when I saw the trailer, I was like, I gotta watch it, man. I like this director, by the way. I'm like, I gotta watch it. And it had been a while since I had seen the main actor in this movie that I'm gonna tell you right now. And I kind of like him too. I mean, maybe a little bit of nostalgia. He's about my age, so I don't want to say like, oh man, he was Jean-Claude Van Damme or Sylvester Stallone. No, not at all. But I one of his movies that he did when he was in his late teens was The Faculty. Robert Rodriguez, The Faculty. Oh yeah, I like that movie, man. I like that movie. I remember seeing that one came out in 98, I think. I remember I went to the theater. I had a mountain bike. I didn't have a car. And I went to the theater on a mountain bike, and then at the mall, because the theater was at the mall. And then I went to the mall through Bells. I don't even know if you guys remember that store, Bells. I don't think they're open anymore. So Bells had like a fence, like tubes, right? With like handrails, and that's where I parked my mountain bike and put like a big. I didn't have a chain, but I had one of those like locks. There's like a U, right? Those are better, I think. Those are harder to cut. I mean, you can cut it, but it takes more work. Anyway, I parked my bike right there and went to the theater to watch The Faculty. Oh, that was so awesome back then. It's still actually like, it's a guilty pleasure, I'm gonna say. And I remember I left the theater and I was like, man, I like this movie a lot. And I remember I went to Walmart right after and bought the soundtrack because the soundtrack is a killer even nowadays. Oasis is in the trail on the soundtrack. Shirley Crow is in the soundtrack. I forgot who else, but I remember buying the soundtrack of The Faculty, a movie directed by Robert Rodriguez. It has to do with, I can tell you, like aliens and stuff. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I want to say 97, 98. That's when the movie came out. The Faculty. This other guy who's in it. Oh my goodness, what's his name? He's in Terminator 2. He's T-1000. I know his name, but I just can't remember. You know, like the Terminator that melts. Is it Robert something? I can't remember his name. I know his name though. Where was I? Oh yeah. I don't know why I ended up talking about the faculty, but anyway, I'm talking about Josh Hartnett. Okay, Josh Hartnett. He was in the faculty, and he was in this movie that I have in number 4. I'm talking about The Trap. The Trap, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, a director that I like, a director that he's been a little hit and miss recently, although I really like The Visiting, or The Visit. Is it The Visit or The Visiting? One of the two. Like the title of that movie about the grandparents. See it, watch it if you haven't. I think it's The Visit. I'm gonna go with The Visit. I could be wrong though. So Trap. I saw the trailer of Trap, and I was like, man, I have to watch this movie. So I went and watched it. I think I watched it twice in theaters, and I really liked it. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it could have been a little better. The first act, like the whole time, this is not a spoiler. You haven't seen it, watch it, because I'm not telling you no spoilers. The whole time when the story takes place inside the dome or in the concert, I thought that was really cool. I was really into that. And then the story moves, it switches to a location, right? They get out of the stadium or the dome, and they go somewhere else, and that's when the movie gets a little rough. But overall, I liked it. Now the end is open. If you saw that movie, you know that the end is open. I don't know what's gonna happen, but if they go with a sequel, I'll be there. So yeah, The Trap or Trap. I mean Trap. That's my number 4 for top me. Now my top 3 or on the 3rd place is gonna be a movie of this guy who I like. I like this guy since the first time I saw the very first movie. I remember I watched this movie that I'm gonna tell you back in 2000 or 2001, whenever that movie came out. I will have to check IMDb. I'm talking about that Transporter. That was the very first movie I saw ever of Jason Statham. The Transporter. Dude, I love the Transporter. 2 and 3. 2 is too Americanized. They went to Miami and stuff. I'm like, come on. The third one I think is a little better. But the best one to me is the first one, the Transporter. I own them all 3, but anyway. So the movie on number 3 I have is a movie of Jason Statham that came out this year, and it's The Beekeeper. The Beekeeper. Have you seen The Beekeeper? That movie, man. There is some sort of satisfaction, okay, in this movie, The Beekeeper, because in the sense that of the bad guys, you know, the bad guys in this movie. Probably you have seen the trailer. They're scammers, okay? They do scams through phone calls and internet and stuff like that. So they scam the wrong person, and then the beekeeper goes after the whole company of scammers. And yeah, at the end, it has some issues like, okay, how did he get in there? But hey, you gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit. But it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I have it as a top May. But again, top May doesn't necessarily mean bad. Okay, I actually kind of like. Now the one that is gonna be my number 1, that's the being number 1 in this case is not a good thing. But May is not necessarily terrible. So the Beekeeper, number 3. Number 2, I have a sequel. Actually, this is the second sequel. Okay, and you know how usually sequels, best case scenario, sequels are good or as good as the first installment. In very rare occasions, sequels are better than the first installment. You know, I can give you a few examples. Again, movies are subjective, so maybe you're gonna disagree with this, but the Dark Knight, to me, way superior than Batman Begins in every aspect, if you ask me. Okay, another sequel that is better than the prequel. Let me think. I know there's more than that one. Well, this one, these ones are pretty equal, and I go back and forth. I'm talking about Alien and Aliens. I don't know, very different movies, but both are like so freaking good. And even if I lean more towards Aliens, it's not by much. Okay, not by much, because I really love both movies. What's another sequel that is better than the prequel? Can you think of one? I'm looking around some of my posters. Oh, well, to me, it's pretty close also. The Matrix Reloaded and Matrix. Some people disagree. I can see the argument. The Matrix, it was groundbreaking. And the Matrix Reloaded, I love it because of the freaking twins that I got over there. Okay, right there. And then I got the poster over there. Many people dislike Matrix Reloaded. I don't. But okay. That's another one. What's another one that is not as good? Well, there's more. There's more examples of that. When the sequel is not is better than the prequel. Well, this one. So usually when you have a trilogy, sometimes it seems like the quality keeps dropping after each movie, right? It's like the pattern, so to speak. The one I have right now, number 2, this is a third installment, and I'm talking about Quiet Place Day 1. This one I watched it twice in theaters. One I watched it on IMAX. That was the first time. And the second time, I ended up going to a different theater, and another AMC who has no IMAX, so I had to watch it on laser. Man, it was better. It was better on IMAX. But I mean, good movie overall. But yeah, compared to the previous two, not as good in my opinion. So that's why I have it in number 2. Okay, we got a comment right here. Blacktastic Media says, yeah, dropping 2 films in 2025, 1 horror movie. I'm done. Yeah, that's the end of the trilogy. Yeah. And the second one is a documentary co-directed with Q Reviews. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Yep. So 2 movies, bro. So maybe I'm going to give you a New Year's resolution for 2026. 3 movies for 2026. No, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. 2 movies for next year. Yeah. Any of you watching? So I'm done. That's the end of that. That's the end of a trilogy. All right. And then the other one, this is a one on the documentary. This is like starting co-directing with Q Reviews. Q Reviews, he's another friend of ours, guys. He also has a YouTube channel. On YouTube, search Q Reviews, and he's gonna pop up. Check out his channel, subscribe, comment, like, and all that good stuff. All right. So let me mark this one. Okay, so in number 1 for top a movie that I think also came out around, I want to say May, perhaps. A movie that I saw the trailer and I was like, what? It has a lot of action and martial arts. A movie that it was directed by a first-time director. He's an actor mainly, and now I guess he's transitioning. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should say transitioning, because I don't think he's gonna stop acting. Maybe he's gonna try to do both. But this was his directorial debut, and I'm talking about Dave Patel. Okay, so his movie, or the movie that I'm talking about, is Monkey Man. I remember seeing the trailer and really liking the trailer. It was like, on the trailer, it was like Nacho Libre meets the Raid. that's how that's how I saw it in the trailer, because he's fighting in a ring and then he puts like a monkey mask. So it was like Nacho Libre. Monkey Man, I only saw it once in the theater. I remember, like I said, being meh in my book doesn't mean that it's bad, but definitely had more potential to me, I think. Monkey Man, I remember seeing it, I think was like a 10 p.m. or 10:15 p.m. showtime after a long day of at work. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I felt the pacing a little bit of that movie. And I don't know if that movie needed to be that long. I don't remember the running time, but it's up there. It's definitely, it's not 90 minutes. It's longer than 90 minutes. That's for sure. Okay. So I think in Monkey Man, probably if it were a little tighter, just shave off 10, 20 minutes, something like that, because he had like a good chunk that it was extra long. I think that would have been better. It has good action. I mean, I'll say that. And Dave Patel, he's a very good actor. And this is the first time that he does, not only that he directs, but that he does a role of an action star. Why don't I say action star? Like an action character. And he did well. I don't know who did that fighting choreography, but he did well. So on my top May movies, on number 5, I got Boy Kills World. Number 4, I got Trap with Josh Hartnett. Number 3, Jason Statham, The Beekeeper. Number 2, Quiet Place Day 1 with Lupita Nyong'o and Eddie from Stranger Things, season 5 or 6, I don't even remember. And number 1, I got Dave Patel's directorial debut and starring in Monkey Man. All right, we're moving 6:17, so we've been, oh wow, already an hour and 20 minutes. I thought I was gonna keep it under an hour. And I was just complaining about Monkey Man being longer than 90 minutes. Hey, actually, I got 80 minutes. So hey, I still got 10 minutes. All right. Okay, we're on the final 5. I got my best 5 movies of 2024. And I'm gonna start with my most anticipated movie of 2024. You know it, baby. You know it. This is a franchise that I love, a franchise that is really dear to my heart since I watched the first movie back in, I forgot. I don't know if it was beta or VHS. A movie that I grew up with. So I was so excited. That's why it was my most anticipated movie of the year. It didn't make it on my top 1 or 2 or whatever, but it made it on my top 5. All right, and I'm talking about Alien Romulus. I drove. If you haven't seen my my video for Alien Romulus, it's like 20 minutes long because I did a little bit of a blog because it was an event, because that's how much I love the franchise. I drove to my buddy's house. I drove to New Hampshire, and that was my first movie watching up in New Hampshire. If you don't know, New Hampshire is one state here in the United States, okay? I'm sure you know, but it's like, New England is like so many little states and so many people from other parts of the country that they get confused with all those little Rhode Island, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, all these little states. So I drove up to New Hampshire and I went. It was my first time in New Hampshire watching a movie in theaters, and it was also my first time at Cinemark. I went to a Cinemark because actually this one is right here. Let me remove this. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I got at Cinemark, and I actually it's in the video that I did on the vlog, but I'm gonna show it to you right now. Look at this beauty, baby. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Oh, wait. Right there. Alien Romulus, only in theaters. And this was only at Cinemark. So AMC, they did a tin bucket with a face hugger, which I also got. But that one I have it at work. It's on display at work. And this one, oh man, this one I have it here. So this is a popcorn bucket, and you put the popcorn right here. When I bought it, I didn't put popcorn in here. I got it in a bucket. I just bought this as as a way to display. So yeah, dude, I love this alien or xenomorph. It has a handle right here, at the bottom, right there. You can stick your hand. Or you can use it as a shield, right? Like in AVP, Alien versus Predator. Remember that part when the girl uses it as a shield? It has like a spear, it has like the tail of the xenomorph on a stick as a spear and a shield, fighting xenomorphs. Anyway, yeah, Alien Romulus was my most anticipated movie of 2025. So it made it on my fifth place of best movies of the year, and I also got that's my favorite poster of the year too. I love that poster not only because of the colors, but I think that poster, it's not like like floating heads. Love that poster. I think it just covers the whole thing of the movie, and I believe that one of the characters in the movie, I think that's the girl with really shaved head. I love the face hugger taking control. Dude, those face huggers, bro. If you seen the movie, those face huggers were like on steroids, man. They were savages, and there were a lot of them. So Alien Romulus, I don't know what's gonna happen with that franchise. I hope they make more movies. As you may know, Romulus happens in the timeline. It happens between Alien and Aliens. It happens right in the middle. I would love another more movies. I don't know how well Alien Romulus did, financially speaking, but I want more in theaters. I don't want them straight to no. I want them in theaters. So yeah, my most anticipated movie of the year, I have it in 5th place. All right, number 4. This movie is animated, and I'm trying to remember how many animated movies I watched. I can only think of 4. Mufasa. Oh no, 5. Mufasa and Moana 2 being the most recent. But this movie came out a few months ago. It's animated. I really liked it. I saw it twice. I want to say twice. I enjoyed it. I'm not a mom, and I like the movie. I guess dads, fathers or dads, they can relate to. Yeah, I think, yeah. Or at least I did. Because this movie is about motherhood. Okay, word to your mother, says my man Vanilla. I'm talking about The Wild Robot, man. The Wild Robot, bro. The movie was emotional. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed The Wild Robot. So twice. I really enjoyed the soundtrack too. It was, I don't know, it had a lot of heart. The Wild Robot, a little bit funny, but not a lot. It was moving. It was moving. It had a lot of heart. I really enjoyed it. Definitely my favorite animated movie of 2024. If you haven't seen The Wild Robot, you're missing out, bro. You're missing out. Check it out. You kind of if you missed it in theaters, that's well too bad, because this movie was definitely worth the price of your movie ticket, unless you have a A-list, which you should. If there's an AMC theater close to you, you are just like throwing money away by not getting an A-list membership. Now, if there is no AMC theater close to you, I understand, but if there's something close by and you're a moviegoer, get that A-list membership ASAP. Now, if there's a Regal close to you, get Regal Unlimited. You are not allowed to watch more than 12. I think it's definitely less than 12 movies a month. With AMC, you watch up to 12 movies a month for $25 anywhere in the country. I mean, AMC in the country. Regal has Regal Unlimited. Cinemark, I'm assuming they gotta have something like memberships. But yeah. Now, if there's no theaters close to you that has this membership, then I get it. But try to get AMC A-list as long as there's an AMC close to you. Yeah, definitely check out Wild Robot, guys. Good movie, good stuff. Very moving, great story. Cool looking animation as well. All right. Oh man, number 3. This movie, man. This movie flopped. I saw it twice. I enjoyed it. The first time I saw it on IMAX. The second time I watched it on Dolby. I don't know why it flopped, bro. I really enjoyed it, man. I'm talking. This is a sequel. Well, this is a sequel of. No, I'm sorry. This is not a sequel. This is a prequel of a spin-off. All right. And I am talking about this movie, Furiosa. I enjoyed this, John, bro. I think that was really good. A few things with the CGI that I didn't notice as much, but people who are experts or who know more about CGI, they notice better than I did. But still, I enjoy the story. I enjoy the action. It was cool, man. I don't know. People didn't go to watch it, so it lost money, sadly. Another movie, it's not on my list, but another movie that also flopped and I thought was cool. It was a love letter to action flicks, especially from the 90s, like the golden era of action movies. The Fall Guys also flopped. And check it out. Check out The Fall Guy if you haven't yet. It's worth your time. But yeah, those two movies flopped in theaters big time. So yeah, Furiosa, I have it on my third one. I liked Chris Hemsworth. I forgot the name of his character. I knew it. I knew his name. I said this in my video reaction. Some of his acting as that character, as I was watching it, he reminded me. I'm not saying that he reminded me 100%, but he gave me some vibes as Joker, as Heath Ledger's Joker. Not 100%, but like some of the mannerisms, I don't know. It got me a lot of vibes of Heath Ledger's Joker. So yeah, Furiosa. I already bought that movie. Well, I bought a digital copy. I bought it in black and white, and the one I'm gonna buy next is gonna be the one in color. But yeah, you can buy it on either black and white, or you can buy it in color. So I think I'm gonna buy both. Well, I already got it in black and white, but yeah, I think the black and white, I think it's called Furiosa Chrome version. I think that's the name of it. Just look it up. Look it up. I bought it recently, the digital copy. So yeah, man, it's a bummer that it didn't do well. But that's how it is, man. Sometimes I don't get it, but sometimes good movies flop. Sometimes people don't go and see movies even though they're good. Maybe because they didn't like the trailer, or the movie wasn't advertised enough. And other times, bad movies make all the money. You know, it ain't fair, man. It ain't fair. Okay, the next movie that I have in my top 5 of best movies of the year. This one I was between 2 and 1 because I like them both almost equally. They were really good. Number 2 for my next movie. This is a movie. Oh, man, I didn't know what to expect. I remember seeing the trailer, but the trailer was pretty vague, and I like that. I like that. And this is more of a. I was like, is this supposed to be? Is it like It's like horror? Is it more like that? Body horror, transformation type of thing. And this is also like a comeback. Okay, one of the actresses. I'm talking about Demi Moore. I haven't seen Demi Moore in a movie in years. Like in a movie with a theatrical release. And yeah, you know it. I'm talking about The Substance. That movie, The Substance, is something else, man. I uh I saw it twice. Was it twice? Yeah, I want to say twice. Definitely at least twice. I want to say 3 times, but I don't remember. It could be. Sometimes I forget, but at least I saw it twice, at least in the theater. And yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the copy. I don't know, man. This movie has the plot is very interesting. Like the theme of it, and the message that it has behind, of Hollywood and women in Hollywood. You know, when women they pass their prime, how they are treated by Hollywood and also by the fans sometimes, and how we like people, we're always looking what's next, what is trending now, The Substance. Check it out, man. That's yeah, definitely science fiction horror movie, body horror movie with a social message or commentary, if you will. Number 2, good stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna buy it. All right, finally, I'm on my number 1. This is a movie that I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, I'm in. Looks pretty, I like the style of it. It has 2 main characters. That's it. Okay, there's a couple of extras here and there, but most of the movie happens only between 2 characters, a man and a woman. And when I saw this trailer, I'm like, oh, a serial killer. I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And then I was like, based on a true story from 2020 or something like that. I'm like, really? I never heard of it. Yeah, apparently this happened like 5 years ago. I never looked it up to confirm, but that's what it says on the opening credits. So hey, take it as it is. I'm talking about the movie Strange Darling. Strange Darling. This movie, man, one of the things that I like, other than what I just already said, I didn't know until I watched the movie, until I was sitting down. This movie is not in chronological order, okay? However, the movie gives you the heads up, okay? This is nothing like, oh, there's a twist. No. Well, there's a twist, but it's not a twist like, oh, the movie was not in chronological order. No. You already know from the beginning that the order is, there is no order. It's out of order, okay? And that was like the cherry on top for me. I was like, oh man, I'm enjoying this joint. You know, I like that because it makes you think a little bit. But since they tell you from the beginning that it's not in order, at least you are prepared. You know, the way it was shot, and I say this in my quick video, it got me vibes that it was like a Quentin Tarantino movie, and it's not, and you can tell that it's not because of the writing. The writing is good, of course, but it's not like Quentin Tarantino style or flavor, you know, like very witty and sometimes philosophical, or it gets a little deep in something that is on topics that are pretty mundane, kind of. But Strange Darling, if I had never seen Strange Darling, and if somebody were to play it for me for the first time, play it for me, and don't, without telling me who directed it or who wrote it, and just put it in mute and push play, I could say, oh, that's a movie by Quentin Tarantino, like it has that style, but like I said, but if you mute that movie and just watch it like that, you could say, oh, is this movie by Quentin, or is he a writer, or is he a co-director, or is he been one of the producers or did he work a little bit? Did he put any influence in this movie? No, but that's how it looks like if you were to watch it in mute. That's what I think. Strange Darling, and yeah, you bet I'm gonna buy the movie. Now the poster, I don't have it, but the poster that I've seen of a Strange Darling is kind of cool. It's kind of original. Going back to the Substance, because that's the number 2. The poster that I saw, the Substance, is pretty vague still. It has at least the one that I saw. It has like that pill or whatever that they use, like a capsule thing. It doesn't show anybody or people or anything like that, but it's kind of an original poster. And I like movie posters, but I always like posters. Obviously, I gotta love the movie, but it is a plus when it's a really good movie and the poster is good stuff. Like classic or clever poster. Like, I'm not a big fan of the floating heads. That we get a lot in MCU movie posters. Nothing against the MCU, especially the from 2020 prior. but a lot of the posters are not cool. I like they're not original, you know. It's just floating heads all over the poster. But anyway, okay. So my best movies or top 5 best movies of 2024 that had a theatrical release. Number 5, we got Alien Romulus. Number 4, The Wild Robot. Number 3, or should I say 3, Inglourious Basterds reference, Furiosa. Number 2, I got The Substance. And my favorite movie of the year, Strange Darling. Definitely check it out. All right, guys. So it's been an hour and 40 minutes. So just 10 minutes over what movies used to last, like 15, 20 years ago. That was like the standard running time, 90 minutes. So we did 100 minutes. I thought I was gonna keep this live stream for an hour, so we went over. I mean, I didn't plan. I just assumed it was gonna be like an hour, but it was an hour and 40 minutes. Nothing bad, like I said. You know, almost as long as the running time of what movies used to be 20 or 30 years ago. All right, guys. So yeah, thank you for being here. So this was my list. Thank you, those of you who watched this live stream live, and thank you for those of you who are watching after the fact. Thank you, those of you who commented down in the comments in the live chat. So yeah, this was the last live stream of the year, and God willing, we're gonna do more. I contacted a few people already who they haven't been with me here on a live stream. So I contacted 2 of them. They both are interested. Now we just need to find the time because they're in different countries. So that sometimes it's tricky with the time zones. One of them is in Chile and another one is in Germany. So yeah, we gotta juggle, with the time zones. And of course, I'm gonna keep inviting people, YouTubers who have been here with me on a live stream many times before. They are already, Black Plastic being one of them, Rashad G Reviews being one of them. So yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing them back. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, so we'll be seeing you very soon. God willing, tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I am gonna be dropping an unboxing video of my very first in-art 1/6 scale figure. All right, it has to do with my favorite Superman, talking about Henry Cavill. So that one is gonna be dropping tomorrow, New Year's Eve. So stay tuned for that unboxing video. And I'm gonna keep bringing quick video reactions of movies. I don't know what's coming out this week. I still haven't seen Completely Unknown. I may watch it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm waiting for mid-January, Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. Yeah, I'm a big Gerard Butler fan or Gerard Butler guy, so gotta watch the sequel. All right, guys. So thank you for your time. Hopefully, January would be a good one, movie wise. Usually January is a little bit of it's kind of tough, for movies. Sometimes they just drop bad movies in January, and then things start picking up a little bit later, February. for February, I'm gonna watch it, God willing, but I am not excited. Okay, I'm gonna tell you which movie in February. Perhaps it's gonna be the biggest movie of February. I'm talking about Captain America, New World Order. Is that's the name of it? I think that's the name of it. Or Captain America 4, perhaps. Yeah, not excited, but I'll check it out. I am way more excited for Thunderbolts than Captain America 4. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Definitely, like I said, God willing, I'm gonna be at the theater. Oops, I almost fall. I'm gonna be at the theater for opening night, probably the on IMAX or Dolby for Captain America 4. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you soon. Thank you for your time, and oh yeah, happy 2025. Just 2 more days. 2 more days. Thank you, guys. Peace out.